And they said that, why won't you join us? And he refused. So they kept pressurizing him, but he wouldn't accept it. He would be like Iqbal as a 3-star general, plus Iqbal plus 3-star general of his time. And so a huge mob started to collect to release him. So then they said this will be terrible if he's released, if they release him, then we'll be finished. I mean, we'll be done with, so let's execute him right now. So they executed him. So Iqbal wrote, so he's a hero. If you he has this thing in the old Chinese capital, there's a statue and all that. So I told this guy, my colleague, that go tell your ambassador to put this over there. Khudi baland thi us khoon girifta chini ki. See the word? Khudi baland thi us khoon girifta chini ki. Kaha gharib ne jallad se dame tazir. Kaha gharib ne jallad se dame tazir. Now this is his courage. Tehar. कि बहुत दिलकुशा है ये मंजर, ठहर के बहुत दिलकुशा है ये मंजर, जरा मैं देख तो लूं ताबना की ये शमशीर. That this sword that you are going to cut my head off, let me see the glint on its blade. This is such a beautiful time for me that I'm giving my life for this purpose. So this, you see, this is inspiration, even though it has nothing to do with our civilization. This is how we must talk to other civilizations. This is how we make inroads into other civilizations and make them familiar with who we are. This interfaith stuff, I don't think is going to work. Because we can't change other people's faith unless they want to change it themselves. And finally, and this, I thought that one of those people will be here today. I don't see him. I had brought this specially for him, and that has to do with a very interesting thing in history. If I can find it. But before I tell you about that, let's just finish this thing about this divide, about Shia, Sunni, sectarian stuff, and also about the concept of the millat in Islam, which Iqbal is the mujtahid for that. And this he wrote about Hindi Islam. And it's very important. Hai zinda faqat wahdat-e ifkar se millat. If we agree in our thought processes, and that is how we can cross-talk with other civilizations, only then are we one millat. If we don't agree on basics, how can we be one millat? If we don't agree that there should be a presidential form of government and a democracy in this country and a two-tier system, we cannot agree upon elections. We cannot agree upon anything. Hai zinda faqat wahdat-e afkar se millat, wahdat hu fana. This is about, somebody thought about Abul Kalam. This is about Abul Kalam. Wahdat hu fana jisse wo ilham bhi ilhad. Wahdat hu fana jisse wo ilham bhi ilhad. Even that inspiration, godly inspiration that you may think is actually atheism, which divides the nation. Wahdat ki hifazat nahi bequwwat-e bazu. See, another place he says, bekar hai kalimi, agar asa na ho. You don't have the asa of Musa, then you can talk as much as you want. वहदत की हिफाजत नहीं बेक़ुव्वत बाजू, आती नहीं कुछ काम यहाँ अक्ल खुदादार. है मर्द खुदा तुझको वो कुव्वत नहीं हासिल, जा बैठ किसी गार में अल्लाह को कर जा. मस्कीनी ओ महकूमी ओ नौमीदी जावेद, जिसका ये तसव्वुफ हो वो इस्लाम का इजाद. वो इस्लाम का इजाद. मस्कीनी ओ महकूमी ओ नौमीदी जावेद, जिसका ये तसव्वुफ हो वो इस्लाम का इजाद. मुल्ला को जो है हिंद में सजदे की, अमेरिका, मुल्ला को जो अमेरिका में सजदे की है इजाजत, नादा ये समझता है कि इस्लाम. So this This has to do, and this I think Salim Sahab will appreciate, that it's the question of how you translate this into activism. ये घड़ी महशर की है, ये घड़ी महशर की है, तू अरसाए महशर में. That this is the moment of truth, this is the moment you are present in the presence of God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, on the day of judgment. That is how Muslims should be all the time. And you are in that epoch of that presentation in front of all. Pesh kar ghafil, though you who are heedless, you heedless person, present, if you have, koi agar daftar mein hai, if you have anything in your record. Present anything if you have, you heedless person, if you have anything in your record, present it, because this is the moment of truth. This is the moment that you are presenting yourself in front of God. This is the message of activism that must be told to the people. Now, this has also a more profound meaning which Habib Sahib will appreciate. It has to do with eternal time. And for God, there is no time. At this moment, our deeds are being written. We are in the presence of God even though we don't know it. And those are repelled when we do the right things. Those are changed because there is no time for God. We are constantly changing our taqdeer as we